All right, Jazz in a Box. I actually started writing this. It was around 1993, I think. 93. And I was writing it on a little, like a Telecaster. I think it was a G&L guitar that I had. And I was just playing basically some electric stuff, just kind of some movements that I used to hear my uncle play on the organ. So it's kind of, a lot of the things I play are not guitar things. They're just mimicking other things, Of course, same thing with Jerry Reed and Chet Atkins and Les Paul. I mean, Lenny Breau, they just all, sort of tried to mimic different kinds of piano players. Of course, Lenny Breau was a jazz guy, On this song, it's more of a sort of a gospel organ, is what I can almost smell the sawdust and see the folding chairs out there. My Uncle Ronnie was great at that, and also on the organ, and my brother also. And so that's just kind of... And then, of course, we went over that on the other lesson, but this part involves harmonics, which you have a harmonic on your 12th fret and your 7th fret and your 5th fret. And then if you do different notes, and by the way, I'm just touching while I'm picking at the same time. And then that's on the 12th fret. And just to put it right over the fret. And the 7th fret. And then the 5th fret. And then if you actually alternate your strings, and I usually do this with when I'm not doing a bass, I usually use my index and my thumb to do this. Actually. And this is some things that Chet Atkins and Merle Travis used to do. And what I do is keep my little finger ahead of my index finger and just slide it down. And this is something, remember Chet Atkins and Merle Travis on the end of one of the songs, Mistakes and All. And you can do it like this too. And sort of do a little jazzy type thing, just the same type. And don't do them, separately like that. Just keep this one ahead of this one. And so I'm doing this type thing on Jazz in the Box with the thumb pick. So I'm muting this with this part of my hand on my thumb. And then I'm going da-ding-dang. So I'm using index, middle, and then third finger. And then the rest of it are these two fingers and then the thumb. So it real slow. Again. So that's what I'm doing the harmonics on will be, and that's the third and second, and then first down here. And then up here on the third, down here on the second, fourth, third, fifth, fourth, fifth, and then the sixth. And just a little lick with your thumb. Add this. I'm picking all three, 1, 2, 3, first, second, third strings with these three fingers, and then another lick. I don't know how this works, and I get pa-chung, pa-chung, and I do it with the thumb pick, just kind of a muted string on the fourth, and then just pick these hard. and then slide your finger. That's open, but slide it up, and it all seems to come up together. A on the bass, and a little lick. First and third strings, and back to your bass. Same thing. And there's a harmonic here on the B, and then this is a form of an A7. And is this a 13 flatted ninth? But anyway, it's a B7. And this is the harmonic on the B. And then it's just sort of a little riff, just on the A7. And then you come up and do it. Isn't that cool? When I first did our record, I was nervous. I guess I did it fast. And I got written up in a nice way. And my first review was with John Chappell, my friend John Chappell up in Ryan, New York. And he was talking about my harmonics. But I just used an old idea on a newer, kind of a different type song. And then it ended up, again on this. And so you slide it down and then back up. If you miss one, it's jazz. And then it is again. Albert Lee is sort of things, James Burton, and then I've heard them do that, and I've also heard Steve Wariner do that. I think he's the first guy I ever saw do this. It's like a ninth chord. It's like if I was catching a G, open G chord, and then just doing these two notes. And then you add this E on the fourth string, and the others are open. But that's the next issue. So thanks. Happy picking.